If only you could have witnessed the last, 15, 20 minutes?
Something like that. Oh.
You would be like, you know what? This podcast is not worth my time every week.
What are we doing?
Let's go. Oh, my gosh. Well, we love it so much. Your boys, Jeremy and Todd.
That's right.
Is this our 10th show?
Yes, it is number 10.
This is number 10.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you remember all the way. We're getting so many wonderful messages saying, hey, we just found you a podcast ago, but we're going back and getting caught up on all the other ones.
That's right. That happens a lot, actually.
Yeah, and so we're very thankful for that. But one of our goals on podcast 1, was to go video.
Yes, and get a coffee maker, and we have the coffee maker. See it now. Does it really brew coffee? I don't know, but it's a coffee maker.
What does it say? It's for 5 and up?
5 and up. With lights.
Oh, and yeah, it's got a light.
3 and up, I'm sorry. 3
and
and up.
And it says real drip action, just add water.
Okay. Well, that convinced me right there.
He just 3 and up.
I'm ready for my Java.
But we got this. We got the video.
We do.
Now, this video portion of the podcast, thank you for listening wherever you are getting your podcast. Every Wednesday, the new Jeremy Show Unplugged podcast drops. But now you can join us in video.
I like it.
We'll be on Facebook. We'll be on TikTok. We'll be, I think we're going to be on many platforms. Just search Jeremy on the Air.
Yes.
But it's been a really crazy last 20 minutes or so.
It has. We tried to get this thing up with cameras and everything, and we just failed. So we said, let's use our phones. We'll get a more professional setup later. But we have video.
We've got video, and the one thing that I'm disappointed in the video now is we have to get prepared.
Yes.
Before we went on the show and on camera, Todd looked at me and goes, "What'd you say? Did you even shower? Did you?" I mean, he looked disappointed in his eyes.
I said, is that the way you're going to look on camera? Really? And then he came in with a hat and I said, that's not going to cover it up. They're going to know. For goodness sakes. They'll figure it out.
It was really bad. But we're up and running. I'm really excited and proud at that fact. So we can – our goal in doing this is –
baby steps, you know?
Yeah, baby steps, but we want to connect with you in different ways.
Right.
Now, it'd be really cool if we could start having you join us on the podcast.
Even with video portions we can throw in there off your phone. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we'll get there. But man, oh my gosh, I'm just looking at myself in camera.
Well, I mean, look at this double chin. I mean, you know, how many fried chickens and shakes from McDonald's have I thrown in there? Speaking of which, here's a segue for you.
We really wanted, we're going to have to do it next show.
We'll have to try to do it, yeah.
The new...
It's a peanut butter crunch shake.
McFlurry?
McFlurry, that's what it is. Yeah, McFlurry.
I had a couple of notes to talk about. One, the buffets are coming back in Vegas. Did you see this?
No, I did not.
Buffets are making a big comeback.
It's about time.
That's what I was excited.
Spend all that money. A man wants a good buffet.
So buffets are coming back, but McDonald's has a peanut butter crunch McFlurry.
Sounds pretty good. Not at all McDonald's, only participating ones.
Yes. And this is going to have to be something that your boys, Todd and Jeremy, are going to have to test out for you.
And we wanted to go live and eat the cameras with us. And it just didn't work out.
You know, we're going to have to figure, it's going to have to be baby steps, I'm afraid, from here on out. I'd like to share what is going on in my life right now.
Okay.
But I must ask, because we have gotten a lot of messages about your situation last podcast.
Really? Okay. Well, I have a good update.
Okay, good. If you have not listened to podcast 9, please go do that. We'll tell you what it is about. It's about Todd getting out of his mind and wanting to go do yard work for some weird reason. Why? I mean, why do you do yard work?
I don't know. It's not a good idea for me. I'm not handy. I'm not good with it. But I had a really quick deadline and just couldn't find enough help to do it. So I thought I'd do it myself and got involved with some poison oak. And then it just turned into this rash that was red and angry and itchy. And I couldn't sleep for 2 or 3 days at a time.
And wasn't your wife, Becca, getting mad at you because you would scratch and itch it off?
Yeah. And she would say, stop scratching. Well, that's what you do when you itch. You scratch. And she said, well, you're making it worse.
Was she worried that you were scraping off some of the stuff onto the surrounding areas and she would get it?
No. She never got a bit of it, which is great. Which leads me to the hypothesis. There's a big word for you.
Hypothesis is your word.
That they got itchy, maybe. But Becca didn't. Becca said maybe it wasn't all poison oak. I said, well, what do you think it was? She said a reaction to some of the stuff, because I was throwing everything at it. I mean, I had a steroid shot, then prednisone, which is another. Then he had all the steroid creams and the dancing on one foot, and it brought a little rain actually, which was kind of nice. But the itching part went away finally. It's still on me, but it's fading away.
Yeah.
But I think part of it was poison oak. Part of it was a reaction to everything I'd done. Went to 3 different doctors.
Well, you came in for the show last week. And you're like,
I was high on all the stuff they were giving me, and I was barely able to complete a sentence. It was embarrassing. Like I was really loaded, and I was not.
Can you show us a little bit? You've got a little bit of the rash left.
Yeah, I mean, there's some. Let's see if you can see it on the. I can do this camera thing right here. Here we go.
Oh my gosh!
So it's there's a little bit there, and it's. Let's see if you can see. Hard to see. I'm not good with cameras. So.
This is definitely a learning curve for us. You're going to want to go back and watch.
Not taking the shirt off, because that'll make you lose your lunch. I'm not doing that too.
I'm so glad. Can we just be really frank that
should be? Yeah.
It stayed up of the equator.
Yes, it did. It didn't go.
I would not know what to do, especially if you're itching.
Yeah. And you lay there and you can't sleep and you can't scratch, because then she nudges me and says, "Don't scratch." Like, well, it itches, and
so what do you do?
Well, you take a lot of cold showers and you put a lot of cream on, and then when she's not looking, you scrape against the wall
like a bear,
and then you scrape your butt on the floor as you walk around. So you do a lot of that. Unfortunately.
Bless her heart. Well, I'm glad that she's going to get relief from you not scratching all night. You're getting some kind of relief.
Yep, it's better. Thanks.
You know that I'm a great uncle.
Yes.
I'm a great uncle. My sister's a grandma. My mom is a great grandmother, and my grandmother is a great grandmother.
And the baby came, no problems,
no issues.
Good.
I mean, except for it looked like a little alien. It's cute,
but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, misshapen head and.
Let me tell you something.
No.
She's adorable, and you know what happened when I went and saw her
Friday
night?
I do not know.
I go Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember.
Did she say your name?
No. But those cute little eyes, when babies are just born, they're trying to focus on everything. You ought to see her open her eyes and trying to focus on all of this.
She was just
trying to kind of back up a little bit and look.
What is that?
But I was the first to hold her besides the parents.
Oh, that's cool.
My sister gets me off the elevator. She goes, "Now, I'm just warning you, her side of the family's here. Our side of the family's here. No one's held the baby besides Preston and his wife." So, Lauren.
Yes.
I didn't want to say her name, but I think Preston Lauren.
Or Mrs. Preston.
Right.
Yeah.
Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah,
but I walk in and they gave me the baby.
Wow.
I got to hold the baby before anybody.
And you didn't drop the baby?
I didn't, but everyone's like, "Okay, why don't you come over here and sit down?" I'm like, "What?" They're like, "Well, we don't trust you."
What are you going to do? Throw it up in the air? Hey! No.
So I said hi and did all of that, and it's pretty surreal. But I'm thankful for that.
But did you record the moment? Because you record everything.
I did not record it. My sister recorded my reaction walking into and seeing the sweet baby for the first time.
There you go.
And they took a bazillion pictures.
Yes.
Which I was really excited about. So that's going on in my life. But on a serious note.
Yes.
Sometimes in life, I've come to learn. When you're out of your comfort zone, it is the worst feeling in the world.
Yeah.
You're not comfortable at all.
You're afraid you're going to mess it up.
Yeah. And it also gets, it also sends signals that I'm making a mistake. I'm in a situation that I shouldn't be in. You just want to if you ever just want to recoil back into yourself like you have been every day, you're out of your comfort zone and you need to stay out of your comfort zone. Something's going on right now in my life like that. It's kind of I'm a spiritual person, and I call it a storm. I think God is bringing me through a storm and teaching me and showing me things, and I'm in the middle of it, and it's scary. Of course, I cried. I mean, I got upset.
That's a big shock.
When Todd was here, we were talking about it, and I was kind of tearing up telling him about it. It's just a difficult relationship issue. This is a working situation where inside my business, you are trying to grow and you're trying to get better at your business. You're trying to take on new roles. And sometimes that's difficult for you and the other people.
Sometimes you're placed in that not only for your spiritual growth and for your walk with God, but for it's a professional learning lesson too. And sometimes you have to go and figure it out and get out of that storm, and it helps you move on to the next place in a lot of ways.
Because that's exactly right. And I think I've gotten to the point in my life where I know, hey, I'm in that storm.
Well, that's a sign that God is dealing with you, and that's always a good sign.
Well, that's
whether it's good or bad, because sometimes he'll even, not say punish you, but he wants you to learn a lesson because it's something that, he wants you to do, and it's not fun. I mean, it could be financial strife, it could be a relationship issue, it could be a work thing.
It's difficult. When you're in it, it is not easy. It is not fun.
Right.
I was crying. I was going through these stressful, anxious moments, but and that is what kind of gave me a calm, because I know that I'm going through something right now. And that to me is exciting, that I'm getting taken through a storm that I'm going to learn from.
Right.
So that is what's going on with me. So, if you're a praying person, if you're there's a lot of people who'll say good vibes. If you, jump up and down and swatch a broom like this, and whatever you want to do towards me or for me, I would much appreciate it. Because I'm in a storm right now.
Okay.
And I think it's going to be okay. And I think I'm going to come outside of it bigger and better than ever.
Yeah.
But I'm going through a storm right now.
Okay. We all do.
So that's what's going on with me. I am excited that we've got our cameras up and running.
Yeah,
although very
it's a bit primitive, and you can see a lot more of the chin than I would like. So we got to talk to the video department.
We're gonna have to get
you right now.
We're gonna have to work on this. But on the show number 1, we couldn't even call somebody and put them on the air without it sounding terrible. We had to hold the phone up.
We had one microphone there where I was behind you having to chime in. And then we finally got 2 microphones up, and we've just grown ever since. So this is a building blocks podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're loving the comments. Thank you, everyone. I think 5 people so far have rated our podcast. And from what I understand in the world of podcasts, that's really important and very helpful.
Okay.
When you rate a podcast.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. You tell us what you like about it. And I think that opens and garners it up. Opens it up to other people.
Right.
And so I'm excited about that. I'm really excited. This is another one of these out of comfort zone moments. I didn't want to do this podcast. Remember?
You mean before we started? Yeah.
I didn't.
Everyone, this particular one. Well, I understand.
No.
You were on a solo podcast, and I think that you saw the fact that people are searching for content from people that they want to keep up with or subjects that they like, and that sort of spurred this on, and we decided we were going to give it a shot.
I didn't think anybody would care. And apparently there are people every day that are searching for content. They're searching for people that they can connect with.
It's relational. It's people that they want to stay connected with. And if the bonding is through a podcast, well, then that's the new way of getting people connected sometimes.
Whatever it is and whatever it is in the future, we'll go where you go, because that's what we love. That's why we do this business, is because we love connecting.
Yes, we do.
We love having fun. And before we go, And because we're on video now, I would like to encourage everyone to search for us at Jeremy on the Air on social media.
Now, what other places can you see the video?
Well, we've got it on Facebook. We've got it on Instagram. We have got it on YouTube. We are now doing YouTube.
Oh, my.
The
The kids love the YouTube, by the way.
They do. We're on YouTube now. Search Jeremy on the Air on YouTube. It's the Jeremy Show on demand. So we're on YouTube. We're on LinkedIn. You can find us, Jeremy on the Air.
Okay.
That's where you can get these videos. But I feel like I'm
getting up. What's going on?
Well, I got to show everybody.
It doesn't stop when you move it like that.
Okay, well, I just did a little dance.
Why would you do that?
Well, because when you got it, you use it. You know what I mean? You got
to. Maybe you should lock it up and never let it out. Can we talk about that? Oh my, what is going on over there?
I like this new camera.
Of course you would.
So we will see you next week.
Yep.
Remember,
yes,
we drop every Wednesday.
Yes, we do.
A new episode every week, and the times vary. I've heard some podcasts, some people, a 2-hour podcast. Mm-hmm. I don't think you want that from us.
You don't want that, no.
You know, we don't let time dictate anything.
It sort of varies.
Yeah.
And we've had some that were 30 minutes or more, and some that were 15, and it just sort of all over the place.
So we're kind of all over the place. It's kind of like the Jeremy Show podcast.
It really is.
Unplugged, unfiltered, and really full of.
Oh, no. Don't do that. Don't do that.
We'll see you next week. Love you. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.